Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the casualheroes.com YouTube. It is, once again, Old Guy, Old Games. And I said it correctly that time because I am smart. It's questionable. Today, Gavin, can you tell me what's happening?
Today we're going to play a whole lot of wrestling games from the original NES. Some of them I might be pretty good at. Most of them I probably won't be. Some of them I've never played before. Some of them I've never heard of before. So this will be an experience for all of us. And eventually we will work our through to the game that was requested by five-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion Adam Pearce. Along the way, I'll be sharing some of my wrestling memorabilia with you, showing you some of the stuff that sort of hangs out in my closet and waits for a nice place to be properly displayed. But without any further ado, I think we can probably get to one of the worst wrestling games in the history of wrestling games. This is Tag Team Wrestling.
Now, they can't see it yet.
Right.
But I would like to point out before we play it that this was licensed by Nintendo.
Yes. Yes.
So they fully backed this wonderful game we are about to play.
They were in support of it. Data East, which Data East was probably more known for coin-op arcade games than console games. They did have some ports to consoles, and they did obviously at least dabble in consoles with games like Tag Team Wrestling. But as you watch Tag Team Wrestling, you'll probably understand why they are more known for coin-ops.
Yes. So, by the way, this is going to be multiple parts. I really should have marked when we started recording this. But at a certain point, I will take and we'll divide it down into parts because that way you guys aren't sitting through an hour video again.
Right. This is the end of part one. Thanks for watching.
I should upload it like that. We should do 5-minute parts.
But then they would miss out on your squeaky voice. So
and have like 45 videos come out.
I don't think anybody would watch.
I don't think
they
so.
They probably
either.
aren't anyway.
So that's a good point.
As you are able to see Tag Team Wrestling, as you can see, once again, licensed by Nintendo of America, and this is everything that Tag Team Wrestling is. Vaguely throwing punches. Now, when you're a kid in the 80s, you have these nameless, faceless wrestlers that don't have any personality, anything to speak of. Looking back on them in 2018, we can probably make some comparisons and guesses about who these people were actually supposed to represent. Now, the exception to that is the gentleman there in the red and black mask that I am wrestling. He is most likely an original Data East character unless there's someone from Japan that I don't know about. Please feel free to fill me in on that if you know who it is. But his official name is Strong Bad Number 1, and if you've ever seen Homestar Runner, then you are familiar with Strong Bad. This is the inspiration for the Strong Bad character on Homestar Runner. His partner, the portly gentleman back there in the corner, bears a strong resemblance to Vader. However, Vader wasn't Vader in 1986. He was still Baby Bull Leon White. He had been working out with, and I've lost. Anyway, the guy in the silver boots, or whatever color those are, because I'm wearing 3D glasses because I didn't have any more sunglasses. Probably Ricky Choshu. The guy in the black singlet and mask, probably the spoiler or one of the machines from Japan. But that's enough cancer known as Tag Team Wrestling. We can move on from that.
Are you sure? Because we could run it back again, dude.
The two most iconic parts of that game are the referee's absurd 3 count, which sounds like the Tootsie Roll Pop owl.
And the announcers down there going insane in the bottom right
but
corner.
Making zero noise whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, you can see my mouse. Look, right. Yeah. This is great.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that they didn't get to see was when, yes, here it is. All of a sudden, tons of people.
Yep.
But then when it goes back up, it goes to this dude and this dude that's I mean, he's a terrible camera guy.
Terrible. He's not really moving at all. He's pointing away from the action. I feel like our friend Adam Pearce would probably have a conniption fit if that was the cameraman for WWE right now.
I feel like so. So where are we going to next, Gavin?
Well, let's go to one of those that we've never heard of before.
Okay.
We're gonna open up Superstar Pro Wrestling Japan. Now this may just be something else entirely. It may be a port of a WWE game. I don't know, but 1989 Pony Canyon Incorporated. No idea. All right, let's see. Which one do you think we should?
Okay.
Does Jed know Japanese?
I don't think so.
Okay, I picked that. Aha! Well, now, not entirely sure who this is. I'm going to go with the one letter that I can read.
Okay.
Oh
no. Oh no, you're pulling a moveset.
Yep. But that is definitely Abdullah the Butcher that I am fighting. And you know what? It's funny that this is the game we chose because this is the Japanese version of WCW World Championship Wrestling that was requested by Adam Pearce.
Was it really?
Yep. So this might give us a good indication of how that game's going to go for me.
Oh no.
We'll say not an accurate representation of Abdullah the Butcher in any way here. Abdullah the Butcher was a fat mess, but he managed to draw money. Oh no. Again, my frame of reference is a little off because I have to remember this is 1986. I would have guessed maybe this is Masawa, but at that point Masawa either would have still been a young boy in Japan or would have been still under the Tiger Mask gimmick.
Time Traveler.
No, I don't think it's that. But there's a headbutt. Maybe it's Tenru? Genichiro Tenru, since we got the G on the first part of his name.
Do a move.
I did.
You're not doing a move.
Oh no, he is.
Dude.
I avoided the big boot.
There you go. Oh.
Threw him into the ropes. And
Stop throwing
he
him
didn't
into
care.
the ropes.
You stop throwing him into the ropes. Oh, he missed his Rockettes kick on me. Abdullah the Butcher has never lifted his leg that high in his entire life. He's also, well, he may have used the atomic drop. Abdullah didn't really use wrestling moves. It was more stabbing people in the head. Oh, there's the back brain kick. It looked like his head exploded.
Yeah, you should pin him.
Oh, rope.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm kind of curious to know who was actually on the roster of this game. So, yeah. Oh, okay. I got to learn to slow down. Let the 1.7 count.
Now that's interesting that they have.
Let you know exactly how far you get.
Of a second count.
Yeah. After we play this one, maybe we should use the Google machine to find out what the roster actually was for this game. Or, Chris, if you have a Japanese friend, you can call them.
I'm checking my list here. Give me a second.
1.6. He's getting stronger. And I've been headbutted. I've been Boston crabbed. I'm probably about to submit. Or even worse. Oh, 2.9. Amazing.
I'm going to call my friend that knows Japanese.
Is it Jed? That is the most impressive atomic drop in the history of professional wrestling, and I still got up at 2.9. Abdullah the Butcher not able to finish things. That backbreaker, that's a rope break.
Yeah, he didn't answer.
So who is your friend that knows Japanese?
His name's Gavin.
true at all.
What is this called? Superstar Wrestling?
Superstar Pro Wrestling for NES.
Superstar Pro Wrestling.
I did not kick out that time. Abdullah the Butcher has defeated me. He looks like a frog. He actually kind of looks like Amazon for pro wrestling, which makes sense. We're going to select end, and unlike tag team wrestling here, we're going to actually go for another game here. We're going to do another random select.
Alright, the Japanese version of the game. This is WCW.
Yep.
The Japanese version of the game features a cast of wrestlers considered to be legends in Japan.
Sure.
Including...
Hey, there's Road Warrior Hawk.
Big Van Vader.
Okay.
Antonio
Inoki.
Yes. Stan Hansen.
Okay.
And Giant Baba.
Okay.
The boss character is Andre the Giant.
Oh, wow.
Interestingly, the Road Warriors do appear in the Japanese version.
Yes, they do, because we just selected one of them.
Yes.
Not even a one count. A little too early there, Road Warrior Hawk. Now, Road Warriors, I would have to imagine this is their first appearance in any video game ever. They were hugely influential in the 1980s.
I think you just broke his neck.
I hope. Make getting the win a lot easier. Hugely influential in the 1980s. One of the greatest tag teams of all time, but they were huge superstars in Japan. And when you look at them, it's not hard to tell why. You're looking at a couple of guys that are over 6 feet tall, are just gassed to the gills. Animal
was over 6 feet?
Yep.
He always seemed short.
It's probably because he was wider than most trucks.
Good point.
May have been more broad than tall.
I always bring this up every time we talk about the Road Warriors, but I'd like to bring it up again just because I find it amazing. Remember that time when Hulk almost committed suicide on live television?
Yeah, it's not one of the better angles of the 90s.
It's a terrible angle.
I think you just gave me a running headbutt. But in Japan, the Road Warriors were incredibly popular. Again, face paint, leather spikes, incredibly... Oh no, there's a wrench.
Oh, there's a wrench.
Oh, no.
Why is there... Oh, don't get up. Why did you get up?
It didn't give me a choice.
Oh, dang it. I would have stayed on the ground forever. That's an 8 count. I guess it's a 20 count?
It is a 20 count on these games. Not entirely sure why. Oh no. Seems like that would cause a concussion. He does a much better job of gauging the distance than I do.
He is choking you out like a bitch.
He is. I mean, that's really the Abdullah the Butcher technique. Now, what you looked at, did it give the complete roster or just highlights?
No, it just gave highlights. I'll see if I can find it.
Find the wiki page for this, man. You know it's out there. Oh no, finisher. Bionic elbow. Bionic elbow. That's it. I'm not even going to try to kick out of respect for Abdullah. Maybe Abdullah doesn't need respect. He's been convicted of giving people hepatitis.
Luckily, we can cure those now. Did you hear about that?
Yep. Yeah. Oh no! I hit continue and I didn't want to continue. I wanted to pick someone else.
Well, I can do this right here.
That's all right.
I know.
Okay, well, fine. Maybe this was the match I was going to win.
No, it wasn't. I checked. I looked it up on Wikipedia.
Reliable source of information.
You were not going to. Okay, here. No idea.
Yeah. What are you doing?
You said no idea.
No.
Okay.
I just don't know who it is. When you start reading names off, I'll probably be able to make the connection there. Maybe that's Inoki. I saw the J, so I didn't think it would be Inoki, but maybe Jun Akiyama. Again.
All right, Wikipedia does not have a list of characters.
What? What does Wikipedia have?
Same thing I just read you. The only two wrestlers to appear in Superstar Pro Wrestling and WCW were the Road Warriors.
Well, Abdul the Butcher is doing an
Big
incredible
Van
job.
Vader's hometown and date of birth are not listed in order to protect his gimmick.
You know, once upon a time, the intention for the Big Van Vader gimmick was that it would go to Jim Hellwig, who would later become the Ultimate Warrior. A little bit of trivia there. I'm full of useless trivia as it pertains to professional wrestling.
Yeah. Man. I can try to call my friend who switched Japanese again.
Maybe you could get on Reddit, the subreddit Wrestling Video Games, which may or may not exist.
Okay.
Alright, I'm starting to get the mechanics down a little better here. Doing a little more damage. Also, I'm still being choked mercilessly.
Is that Wayne Brady?
I feel like this is about to be an episode of SVU.
Is that Wayne Brady?
Wayne Brady gonna have to choke.
Yeah.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bit?
Yeah. Oh no, that is Wayne Brady.
This would be a disqualification. Even in Japan, this would be a disqualification. You know who I blame for this, don't you, Chris?
No.
Japan people. Not China people.
No. Dude, those fans are going nuts in the background.
See, not an accurate representation of a Japanese crowd. Japanese crowds are very respectful, and they don't make a whole lot of noise. That's a rough neck breaker.
There's a WWE Games Reddit. There is a Video Game Championship Wrestling Reddit.
I don't think either one of those are going to help us.
I don't think so either.
Oh boy. Boston Crab. It's probably going to give up. It's probably going to get pinned. No. No.
Oh, that was full bore.
Yeah.
You're done.
That's
1, 2, 3.
Yep. We're going to give it one more shot at locating Vader on here, just so we can see what the original video game edition of Big Van Vader looked like.
Well, okay. You get to choose the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh, no.
I'll probably have to edit this, but...
Alright, we'll see if anything looks like that. Nope.
Hold on. Hold on.
No.
Alright. Alright. Oh, okay.
Mate, well, we know this is Road Warrior Hawk.
Okay.
So this is probably Road Warrior Animal.
Okay.
So we can knock those two off. Maybe just try Vader. See what just Vader looks like.
Okay.
Oh no, now there's no music.
No, there's not. Vader.
It's that one. No, that was just Hawk. Oh no, I just picked somebody accidentally.
You picked that dude again.
Yeah,
you love that dude. That's like your favorite
Apparently
guy.
the buttons on the back of the controller work.
Oh.
We didn't map them, but...
Alright.
Okay, so we're going to start. And...
Just start picking. We'll just reset. I can always. This one.
It's too late. Ah, Stan Hansen.
Stan Hansen.
Gladiator.
Alright, so we reset.
We'll see what Stan looks like.
Okay.
He looks like a monster.
So, reset.
We might be onto something here.
Stan Hansen's going to be the answer to your...
He might be the answer to my Abdullah the Butcher problem. And then again, he might not be.
You think... Oh, he just threw you outside. Somebody's going to throw a wrench. Nobody threw a wrench. You were like, I want to be out there.
I did not want to be out there. Please don't jump on me. Oh, he's so fat.
Why do you only fight him?
Because he's the first guy.
Oh.
Remember, this is back in the days when everything went in a very specific order.
Gotcha.
Well, we were doing so well to begin with.
We were.
We're not now.
No. I think we can...
we can probably reset. I'm sorry, Stan. You deserve better.
Okay, here we go. Reset.
I wonder why they yelled that in English.
Go for this one.
We went for that one. Maybe we should have just gone... That's the one we just picked. Maybe we should have gone in order. That way we would know which ones we have actually chosen.
See if that's Road Warrior Animal.
I mean... Nope, that's Abdullah the Butcher.
Okay.
So... We found Abdullah. You know what?
One of us could just take Japanese. That one is...
That's Vader. Okay. With the gigantic mastodon mask. And he wears the mastodon mask. That was a giant metal mask. There's no way he could have ever worked a match with it.
You should win this, though. You're Vader.
Well, Abdullah the Butcher was a pretty big deal in Japan for a long time. Again, the whole spectacle of the thing. I want to know why the computer always gets the initiative on these.
Oh, no. Backbreaker.
Which, again, no chance that
Picks
that would have ever happened.
Oh, yeah.
Bulldog.
Bulldog!
Almost a one count.
Davey would have been proud.
Davey never actually did a bulldog.
Listen.
0% chance Abdullah the Butcher ever took a press slam bump.
His name was Bulldog. He would have been proud.
Okay. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh no, the wrench.
The wrench. Don't get up.
Run, Vader.
Don't get up. Oh, Jesus. You got up.
I didn't want to get up.
You got up. You should have picked him up and did another move.
I don't know how to pick him up.
How did Bulldog never do a Bulldog?
They had a bulldog.
I know they had a Bulldog. It was cute, man.
It was Matilda.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I'm just saying, like, shouldn't that have been his finishing move?
Probably.
Whose finishing move was that?
The bulldog?
Yeah.
Different people used it through the years. Sam Houston made a pretty good use. So,
Nope.
for some reason, it got lumped in with, like, Texas wrestlers a lot.
I don't know. All right, 1, 2, 2.9. You're close, dude. Oh no.
He is too.
Oh no. Because you got hit by the wrench.
Right.
Kick, kick, Kick. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
See, the computer always gets the initiative on that.
Oh, you got the head.
Yeah, but if you ran and headbutted a guy in a giant steel mask.
Oh, get him. All right. I don't know why you did that. Oh, no.
Look, part of his body disappeared.
Pit 1.
That's probably not going to be enough.
Dude, he got up and punched you in the face.
Yes, he did. And I would think that gigantic mask would offer more protection.
Oh, you got him. Oh, bulldog him. Backbreaker. Pin. 1, 2.
It's Vader time.
It's Vader time.
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
And boy, does his mouth look disproportionate.
And wow.
All right. Well, now we have to play another match with him against this guy.
I think we'll go to a part 2 after Superstar Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
You're both blue.
Yeah, we'd be a very effective tag team.
You would. Do you know who that guy is?
Not off the top of my head.
I know who he is.
Who is he?
Frank Vogel.
Frank Vogel, former coach of the Indiana Pacers. It's an interesting perspective. Oh, look at that. Now he's getting the ring. You may want to edit that out. I don't know if we can say that or not.
I was coughing as you said it.
Yeah?
So it may have.
Probably not.
Probably not. Just like whenever Jed was talking, that definitely showed up.
And he said the N-word?
Yeah. Novocaine. Just in case anybody's wondering.
Right, Novocaine was the N-word that Jed said.
Novocaine. I feel like whenever you would hit your head on the mat with that thing on, it would hurt.
It would either do no damage whatsoever,
or it'd knock you unconscious.
Right. There would be no in between.
Oh. Alright, Frank Vogel, take that.
How did we come to the determination that this is former Pacers coach Frank Vogel? Because I don't remember them bringing it up in commentary on NBA games that he was a legendary Japanese professional wrestler 20 years prior.
Well, here's the thing. You learn something new every day, Gavin. Today's just that day.
Gotcha.
We should tweet Frank Vogel. Be like, dude, we played you in Superstar Pro Wrestling.
Do you think Frank Vogel has a Twitter?
I don't know. I hope he does.
If he doesn't, he should.
Yeah. Call his media manager.
Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amber Vogel.
Amber Vogel. No relation?
No, none whatsoever.
This is the worst episode of anything that's ever happened. And...
what was that?
You know what? That seems like a good place to end this.
What was that?
I don't know, but before we go, I'm going to show off some of my stuff.
Well, I mean, we're going to do multiple parts.
Right, but, you know, this will be the nice breaking point for this. We can go ahead and transfer out of the game.
Okay.
And
we're going to part 2, 4, 7, whatever part that we do here.
At some point in the 90s, WWE released a coffee table book. And I'm trying to look and see when the release date on this was, because it's actually a fairly interesting book. I'm sorry, it was 2003. This was after the Attitude Era had started to sort of wind down. We were moving into the Ruthless Aggression era. And this coffee table book is called WWF Unscripted. This is back when it was, World Wrestling Entertainment. This was after getting the F out. So we've got WWE Unscripted, coffee table size book. I think it was originally $45. I definitely did not pay that much for it. But throughout the book, you get little glimpses of behind-the-scenes stuff, life on the road, in homes, And one of the more interesting parts of this for me is looking back and seeing guys as they were 15 years ago and realizing how far they've come. For instance, on pages 14 and 15, you have a 2-page spread of a young man in a throwback Michigan State jersey by the name of John Cena, talking about how he stumbled into his rap gimmick. You can also find stuff like how Steve Austin decided to shave his head. You can probably find this book on Amazon or eBay. Not sure how much it's going to go for at this point, but it's been one of my favorite things to go back through the years and look at and see, again, how different guys have evolved through the years, what they turned into or what they didn't turn into.
Frank Vogel has not tweeted since 2012.
Well, maybe he will now. So, in part 2, we'll let you know if Frank Vogel gets back with us. So, stick around. Just let the playlist keep going. We'll see you in a few minutes.